Many congratulations the three of you. मुझे एक बात बताओ, आप तीनों में से किसका बवाल क्वेश्चन सबसे ज़्यादा हाई है?
I think जानवी कपूर.
I think मेरा
100%.
100%.
ये जब एयरपोर्ट में निकलती है अपना पिलो लेके फ्लाइट से तो बवाल ही हो जाता है.
फ्लाइट से उतरती हूँ तो ब्लैंकेट के साथ.
चुराती है वो फ्लाइट से ब्लैंकेट.
अब आप बवाल क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, मगर सर आप बताएं इन दोनों में से सबसे ज़्यादा बवाली कौन है? बवालगिरी.
That's Varun. Yeah, it's inbuilt into him. He's extremely prankster by nature, very naughty, always up to some khurafat or the other.
Yeah.
He is non-stop, you know, and he's always trying to see, you know, what can he do to trouble people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's almost
here
like
is the victim.
she's the one who's went through it the most, but apart from her, like actually a lot of other people also.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so actually the Bawalgiri person is him.
Yeah.
Chalo. But sir, coming up to you, I absolutely love the premise because I don't think we've seen something like this. You're time traveling and you know, a lot of things are happening. Also, you've taken a moment in time that is so important because I think we are still in a way
Recovering.
you know, recovering from what happened. How did this come about? And also the two of them, zeroing in on them as, you know, Ajay and Nisha.
It's all, there's always a process to come up with an idea, you know. Sometimes it just leaps at you, sometimes you nurture it long enough for it to become relevant for you to want to make it. I think that's what happened with Bawaal. I think it stayed with me and Ashwini for long enough, and I think Ashwini kind of realized the potential in what Bawaal could have been, and I'm so glad she did that. So I mean, that's how we got started on Bawaal. And coming up to Varun and Janhvi, I think once we finished writing the draft, you know, your characters start leaping out to you. You know, they start asking for attention, and you start seeing them physically also once you've written it. And I knew both Varun and Janhvi before Bawaal draft was done, and kind of, you know, the physical traits I was looking for in Nisha, and emotional stability and strength, mental strength, the kind of little, you know, innocently harmful character of Ajju, but at the same time the kind of transformation I was looking for him, you know, which is quite coming of age kind of a thing. I just had these two guys in my mind, and I'm so glad that they agreed to be part of it.
पर वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 पर यूजली हम लोग टाइम ट्रैवल अगर किया है तो वो थोड़ा सा पास में जाता है, बट हाउ कम यू चूज दैट पर्टिकुलर फेज? आई नो इट्स अ मेटाफॉर फॉर व्हाट वी आर ऑल गोइंग थ्रू एंड यू नो.
See, a part of it happened because there wasn't much I could have taken from our own history, of our own country, of the wars which we've been a part of, because a lot of it has been made into some very beautiful films.
Absolutely.
And some beautiful stories. Stories of personal loss, stories of love, stories of courage, valor, everything has been done on the wars which our country has been a part of. So there was nothing which I could have brought as a completely fresh way of showing it visually to our viewers. And war was something which was an integral part for me to focus on. And somewhere, you know, a little bit of personal thing also, like my dad took a lot of keen interest in World War. The story germ of the story came from, you know, his whole ambition and lack of ability to be able to travel to the places where the World War actually happened. Kind of made me feel that maybe World War II is something which is going to be correct for it, and I think it kind of excited me also because we have never seen that juxtaposition in our cinema ever yet. So I think those are the things which tilted the scale in the favor.
And coming to the two of you, both of you are also very similar in the choice of movies, like very unconventional. So I'll start with you. Like, I'm not going to repeat myself, as I always say, but as आप जहाँ भी जाते हो माहौल बन जाता है, but as she says, तुम्हारे लिए image is important. How important is image for somebody who has constantly broken his image in his choice of films?
एक्टर हो तो इमेज तो इम्पोर्टेंट हो ही जाता है, और चाहे आपको if you don't want it to be that way, then the people surrounding you, your managers, your publicists, your film PR, they make it important, you know. तो आप उसके बारे में सोच भी नहीं रहे तो वो आपको बोलते हैं सोचने के लिए. should not be important what others think about you. It should not. But we live in that world where others are constantly, and people are constantly commenting on others. So for me, it is important. I can't say I'm holier than thou. So it is, I'd say image is important for me. Janhvi?
Yeah, I think, you know, like I said before, it's a professional hazard. It comes with the job, it comes with the territory. But I think that there needs to be awareness about it is not the job, it is a consequence of the job. And I think I've said this a lot before, that your agenda is not to have a catered image that can sometimes aid or derail your actual job, but it's not the only thing one should focus on at all.
Absolutely. And also, but Varun, the fact that your choices, and yesterday as you said, I'm very confident about this one. How does it work? Because it's a risk when I think both of you take up characters, and that gamble keeps, you know, paying off. Even if in one or two instances it may not have paid off, but you walked away with, you know, the honors. How does it work in your case?
No, you wanted to pay off and you wanted to pay off fully. I think in this, the reason why I'm confident is not only about, I'm not being confident only about my own work, that is secondary, but I think Sir's work is what I'm very confident of. I'm very confident of the film in totality after having watched it. I'm not just saying it without watching it. I have watched it and I feel confident after seeing the film that it is a good film. And it's come together very beautifully, and it's going to evoke something which, because it evoked something in me which even I didn't think it will evoke. That was the, you know, strange thing that I thought that this will happen, but something else only happened when you move away from the film. And I saw it with a couple of people, and a lot of people have seen it now. We've done a lot of screenings, and in fact, one of the things which I've been forcing everyone to do is to start doing screenings. I wanted all of you all to watch the film and then do these interviews. But hopefully, I think by the 15th or 16th, we'll start doing our screenings for normal people, like normal public fans, people who win contests, or just general colleges, schools. We want to try and do screenings all around, just organically, so that, because what other PR should we do? You know, we can go out here and say, "Humne ye kiya hai, wo kiya hai," be intrigued. But if people see the film and they say that word of mouth, there's nothing bigger than that.
Cool. I'll come to that, and I want to ask you, Janhvi, also, you know, do you know they call you an entrepreneur when it comes with your choice of roles, because they're unconventional, they're also risky. Also, there have been characters who have propelled the narrative forward. But what I've seen in this, what I can see is compared to your previous roles, where your character was seeking answers. Here, Nisha seems someone who knows the answers. Is it a reflection of your own confidence?
I think I found my confidence through playing her a little bit. But she's definitely my most mature character. I don't think I'm as wise or put together as mature as her at all. I think, I said this before, but I think a lot of her values and philosophies are a mirror of Nitesh sir's values and philosophies as well. So yeah, I think that hopefully it's a step in that direction in my personality also.
So are you like how Varun also takes these calculated risks? Are you also that person? Because
she only takes risks.
Yeah, I want to now not take risks and just.
वैसे रुला दिया फिर से.
But this film is not a risk. It's
yeah, I mean a film with Nitesh Tiwari and Varun Dhawan and Sajid, so with like a great script.
No, not in that sense. I mean, in this actually when the trailer was being cut, there were a couple of shots. Like if we put them, then sab khul jayega. You know, but Nitesh sir didn't want to put that out, and he wanted to intrigue the audience. Because and I agree with him, because nowadays there's so many trailers where we know कि ये अच्छा मैं ये देखने जा रहा हूँ, यही है. And sometimes there's a lot of joy in watching a film where you don't know anything about it, and उसमें अलग ही मजा है. And we also need to keep trying things.
Film is more surprising, you know. It's like
True, but आजकल जैसे किसी को नहीं पता ऑडियंस को क्या लगेगी. Is it for creators like you an exciting time, or is it a risky time? कि क्या पता नहीं है, the way everything is going, you have no idea.
But that's not as much a part of I don't know, at least for me the job ends when you make the film. All of the work you put in, you can put in when you're writing the film, acting in the film, making the film. अभी film बन गई है, now I guess all you
आप
can
also as an actor is choosing to play those roles also, because somewhere don't you think what the audience would perceive or what would they want to see?
I mean, it's important to consider what they would want to see, but I think at the end of the day, you need to stick with your gut.
Yeah.
Because if you're feeling for some characters, if you're feeling for a story and a script, then I mean, you're hoping that your gut feeling is right. I will say though, I will say, क्यों कुछ गलत
नहीं
बोला?
नहीं correct,
You are
that's
saying
what
the
he's
same
saying.
thing,
Same
yeah.
thing. कि gut feeling ही है.
Yeah, I will say though, I mean, I don't watch too many of my films. I'll see like one rough cut and then like I saw Bawaal
How many times?
many times, and I would keep messaging Nitesh sir saying, sir,
Wow.
I feel like watching it again. Can I come and get my friend and watch it? Sir, I'm feeling like watching it one more time. Can I come
Wow,
with my
that's
sister? तो
sweet.
मैं अलग-अलग लोगों को पकड़ती थी और बहाना बनाती थी कि इनको दिखाना है सर मैं आ सकती हूँ. And I don't know, after watching the film, I felt like I had such a nice feeling when I saw the film. I just want to watch it. So it was the first film, objectively as a viewer, as an audience, that I was like, yeah, I just enjoyed watching it.
What do you have to say? Sir, he's actually a mastermind. They said the genius of Varun Dhawan.
नहीं, नहीं.
One day they are going to study his brain.
No, it's genuinely a gut feel. Like we were just discussing this because when you were asking her, that because I've been saying this very confidently, so I don't want people to think I'm being arrogant. But एक genuine gut feeling है इस वक्त कि यार ये अच्छी बनी है, जो बनानी थी बन गई है. And now how much people like it, we'll have to see. But I feel it's a good film. That's all I can say. I mean, I know everyone says this about their own film, you know. बहुत बार झूठ भी बोलते हैं लोग.
हम
मैंने भी-
झूठ नहीं बोल रहे.
नहीं झूठ नहीं बोल रहे हो. आपसे मैं एक और चीज़ पूछना चाह रही हूँ. Like also from films to OTT, is it a calculated risk or is it you feel a necessity?
I don't think it needs to be quantified as a risk as such when you see the amount of reach it has and the amount of people that watch films nowadays on OTT, and I think it is a part of the audience that you're engaging over there, and there will be a part of the audience where you're going to come back for theatres. Like my next after this is theatrical, the next couple. So you have to kind of, I feel, have a presence on both. Many people have different takes on this. That is no, ये ऐसा होना चाहिए, वैसा होना चाहिए. But वो तो अभी 5 साल के बाद पता चलेगा या 10 साल के बाद चले. Things are going to keep evolving. Theatres are going nowhere. We love them and we're going to keep making stuff for theatres only. But this is here and we are reaching 200 countries day and date.
ठीक है, अभी I'll wrap up quickly. Varun, I'll start with you. They say husband and since you're married, husband wife की जब लड़ाई होती है वो किसी जंग से कम नहीं होती है. तो आपकी ज़िंदगी में commander in chief कौन सा है? Another thing, you've been able to balance it really well. Your personal and professional. How difficult is it?
It is difficult, but if you have a very understanding partner, it gets very easy. And she understands me very, very well. She understands me when I need my space. I have to understand better when she needs her space. So when I want time with her, I don't give her any space, no matter what she's doing. But yeah, I'm very grateful for her, I think, in my life. And yeah, she gives me my, when she knows I'm out to work, she knows I have to let this guy be.
So she's the commander in chief.
She 100%. She knows everything.
Janhvi, आपसे पूछा, would you want to look for a career in the south also because they're very excited about your next?
Yeah, for sure. I've signed my first Telugu film and I'm dying to get back on that set and play that character and be in that world because I think it's going to be very special. Honestly, it feels like, strangely, it feels like going back home. They've been so welcoming.
और इसमें भी रो रही हैं आउट एंड और कॉमेडी कब कर रहे हो आप? सर एक बना दो कॉमेडी.
हाँ,
और
मुझे नहीं रोना है अभी और.
कॉमेडी आ रही है?
नहीं ढूंढ रही हूँ.
Okay, the three of you, if you could time travel to a space and time, which time would you want to travel to?
Very difficult to choose. You know, there's so many things you want to.
अब दिमाग में कौन सा आ रहा है? आप तो ले गए हमको, लेके
The
जा रहे हैं.
20s, I think, for me.
You would be perfect in the 20s. और क्या होना चाहोगी? किसको देखना चाहोगी?
No, I think
बोर हो जाओगे.
I think maybe. क्या हुआ?
बहुत बोर हो जाओगे.
No, it's too much to think about. You know, how do you pick and choose one?
एक
I
time
think-
travel.
Yeah, maybe like the 20s in America because there was a big industrial boom. Everyone was very disillusioned post the First World War. There was a lot of like art and writers and painters. It was a very exciting time, I think, culturally before it crashed again.
True.
So yeah.
आप बताइए अजू भैया.
बिल्कुल नहीं. I would like to be in the present only.
See, I always
पीछे
told
और
you
आगे
he's
नहीं
just
देखे.
the most logical and practical man I've come across.
The present is a present.
Sir, आप बताओ.
I would want to maybe go back to the 70s and get a chance to meet Mr. Bachchan when he was the angry young man, and I've grown up loving him so much. Just want to sit with him in that time and have a chat with him maybe.
So, but in this phase, you've seen that whole thing of the star has been demystified. These are acting stars now. You know, they're everything in one. So, I mean, do you also miss that Purana time ka
100%,
vibe?
because that euphoria was something else only, but it's different now and it's evolving, it's ever evolving. Who's to say it can't happen again?
Yeah.
It just takes one film and
चलो, थैंक यू सो मच टीम बवाल. एक दूसरे के बारे में एक क्या चीज़ ऑब्जर्व की थी वैसे, जो बता दो, खुलासा कर दो जाते जाते.
जब जानवी को नर्वसनेस होती है तो उनके नाक पे इधर थोड़ा सा
I sweat on my nose. और one thing I've noticed that वरुण वो अपने nails के around जो skin है वो चबाते रहता है.
जब नर्वसनेस होती
हाँ, और नितेश सर कैंडी क्रश खेलते रहते हैं. और वर्डल भी बहुत खेलते थे.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much. All the very best. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.